also want it to like...
Here, you grab one end.
Okay, cool. Come here, baby.
Come on, buddy. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, it got dropped in the face. I know.
Oh, it's in the face?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to take you through an experience I had the other week that was a little bit unique. Found a red-tailed hawk that was injured on the road, not even on the side of the road, in the road. And I noticed when I drove past him, he was just kind of sitting there with his wings spread, but like his feathers at his head were all mangled and kind of like roughed up, and he didn't move even when I drove 4 feet past him. So I thought that was odd. I turned around and went back to look, and I quick ran out in front of cars and like flagged them down and all that stuff. So keep watching and I'll show you the video of basically the progression of how I found him, what I had to do, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned.
I called the animal control and it was like, they'll get back to you in 24 hours.
Oh.
I'm like, well, the hell does that
Maybe we can
do
scoop
for
under
me?
him.
Oh, his poor face. I'm sorry, honey.
Oh.
Scoop under. Are you sure, buddy?
He's not moving. It's okay. It's okay. I know. Come on.
Oh, bud. Oh, honey.
It's okay.
I know. Stop resisting.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Here you go.
I know. Come on, then. Oh,
He's trying to grab with his
poor
feet.
buddy, bud.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. All right, guys. There's a injured red-tailed hawk up here on the road. Well, just got him off the road. There was a roadkill here that I guess he was eating, and somebody must have come up and just hit him. So his beak looks like it took a hit. But let's see. We moved him up here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. Good morning. We're gonna take him over. We're gonna take him over to Red Creek and see if they can't help. Okay? We're gonna get you wrapped up here. I'm gonna wrap him up in this blanket and we're gonna drive him over. Okay. I still have my glove on. We're just now pulling out. He's right here. He's in that bundle of blanket. And I'm really hoping he doesn't get a second wind of energy, because he and I sat there for probably about 15 minutes or so before I called the right person and got through to the right group that can take him. I'm gonna take him over to Red Creek Wildlife and see if he can get some help here. But they're about 30 minutes away, so right now they said keep him in a warm, dark, safe place. So I have the warm air. We're gonna turn this warm air on the feet so he can get a little warm air there, and just try to keep him comfy. All right, so we're taking him over to Red Creek Wildlife, and it took me a couple minutes to call PA Wildlife Resources and get through. But while I was on hold, they have on their dial tone on when you're using the keypad, they have a thing that says keep them in a warm, dry, safe place, dark place. So I wrapped him up in a blanket, and he's right here in the passenger floor. He's wrapped up completely dark. He can't see anything. And I turned the heat on your feet, so it's blowing right on the blanket that he's in. It's not real high. It's not gonna like burn him up, but just gonna do what they said, keep him in a warm, dark, safe place, and just until 20 minutes till we get to Red Creek Wildlife. So we just got the heat on. It's on low. It's blowing right at the feet. There he is in the blanket, wrapped up in there. He's when he's left alone for a couple minutes, he just shuts his eyes and he seems like he's resting. But then when I say hey buddy, then he opens them and looks at me. So he's still with it. He's just a little shaken up. I think he was feeding on roadkill that was right on the yellow line, and he ended up, I think somebody came around the corner and just cracked him, because his beak has a a split in it. So really hoping Red Creek Wildlife can do something. I called a couple places. I called them first. They said they're in the county over technically, but they're actually closer to the one that's in my county. So I'm driving him over to them because neither of the people can pick up, and these guys are actually closer. So we're gonna take him down. All right, we're coming up on Red Creek Wildlife, and gonna take our buddy boy in here and see what they say, and hopefully he can have a home here, at least until he is up and at 'em again. Red Creek Wildlife Center. Here we go. All right, let's see, buddy. Let's see if they can help. All right, just dropped him off and gave him to the staff. I'm filling out a questionnaire, just like his basic information of how to, I found him and what time and when and where. So we'll get this completed for them and hopefully see what they say. All right, well, I just filled out the card and dropped him off, and they said they can take him. They're going to give him 30 minutes before he does an exam to get checked out, and then what did they say? They said that if I call back, I can get an ID number for the guy and reference that, and I can call back and ask his status anytime. So let's see how he recovers. They said he's a little out of it and stunned right now, which I agree. But they said he should, he's decently alert. So with that said, they're gonna wait 30 minutes. Then they'll give him the exam, and I'm hopeful, keeping my fingers crossed for a callback status. So we'll see what they say. All right, guys, right up here is where we found him originally. He was right up here next to this farm, which it's such a shame because this is so pretty. Like, this is open cornfield. Like, obviously there's trees around that he hangs out in, but right up here, right under these trees right here, there's a dead raccoon is what it was, but yep, right here, right there. And I'm guessing he was feeding there because right at that corner, like, you can't see what that truck right there, he can't see what's around that corner. He could have just come flying and just smacked him, and I'm guessing that's what happened, which really sucks. But we dropped him off. He's gonna be getting an exam right about now, pretty much, maybe in 5 minutes, and I'm gonna call them tomorrow just to ask what the exam showed. All right, guys, I got an update for the red-tailed hawk. He on November 12th is when I found him and saved him and took him to Red Creek Wildlife. Called them the next day just to, give them time to give him the exam, get him situated and all that good stuff. And then I called to, just check the status. I think that was a Monday. And I left a message. Then on November 14th, they called me back. They gave me their assessment. They said, based on size, they're assessing that he's a male. He's a little bit smaller. So apparently males are smaller in the raptor predatory birds. Didn't know that. They said that he is on pain meds and antibiotics because of his busted up lower beak. They said he's still showing effects for the head wound. He was, still a little bit, I guess, spacey. And they estimated about 1 to 2 weeks of healing time before he gets back to solid foods and, just more routine, like a standard red-tailed routine. I have his case number. I've since called back. That was on November 14th. They gave me that. On November 30th, it is now December 20th right now. On November 30th, I actually ended up on the other side of town, actually, driving down another back road, and I drove past a red-tailed hawk that was, again, eating roadkill on the road around a bend, because that's where, around the bend is where accidents happen. A squirrel got hit. It was dead on the road. The red-tailed hawk came down to eat it. It's sitting there right there on the bend. I luckily was not going very fast, so I was able to go around it. Immediately pulled off into the next driveway on the road. Ran back there, and I didn't want to like push the red-tailed hawk like real far off, but I had to get him off the squirrel, and then I grabbed a stick and took the squirrel off and threw it into the side of the road, or off into a ditch, like a little open patch of grass, so he could see it from above and he could come down and eat it. And so hopefully that guy got saved then as well. December 2nd, I called Red Creek Wildlife about the first one that we dropped off, asked them if maybe I could go visit when they release him, and they said, unfortunately, I guess privacy and stuff like that, they don't do that too much. So I'm hoping maybe they upload a picture or a video that I can upload here for you guys to see, but we'll see what they do. It sounds like it's pretty much at their discretion. So and the good news, he is eating normal foods. He's getting flight. He's starting to like jump and bound and take little bits of flight. So as soon as, I think they said in probably about a week from now, because I called him a little bit ago, they said in about 1 to 2 weeks, so probably a week from now, roughly about Christmas time, he'll be getting released, full release, good to go. So red-tailed hawk saved, and hopefully 2 saved with the other one that we moved the roadkill for. So that's how easy it is. Well, once I found him, I mean, there was nothing that I knew off the top of my head of what to do. So I texted my friend who lives in the area. I'm somewhat new to the area. She immediately said, call this place. They take wildlife and they do, rehab. So it's a wildlife rehab center. So I did. They said that, we're in the county over, you should see if there's any in your county. So I pulled up the state county website, or the state website for, wildlife rehabilitation in my county, picked that, and there was only one. I called them. They said they don't do pickups. They were like 50 minutes away. Called the one that my friend recommended. They were 20 minutes away. Also didn't do pickups. So it was up to me to drive it. Luckily it was on a Sunday, so I didn't have anything urgent going on. I wasn't, commuting to work or anything. And so I just grabbed the blanket out of my car. I had leather gloves, helped, scoop him in and wrap him up, and just drove him to the closer one. And that, only took, well, I guess it was 20 minutes each way, but, probably took an hour of my time. And, now there's an animal that's getting treatment and help. So it's, if you can spare that time, it's definitely worth it.